What is going on, guys? It's David Clayton of KZR Racing once again, and welcome back to my F1 Manager 22 career mode for round number 8 today at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, the Baku City Circuit. Long straights, 90-degree corners. Going to be interesting. Not too sure where we're going to stand on this one in terms of straight line speed, but we'll go through all the admin and then we'll get into the race as soon as possible. So we'll go into the emails. Post-race debrief and all that. Patrick Stratford, again, difficult race, we already know. Underfloor manufactured, I believe that is the spare ones we've got now. Yep, we've got 4 of them. So we're stocked up on underfloors. Chassis, front wings, 6 of them. We're still waiting for the underfloor to be finished. So I suppose front wing and the side pods, I believe, are the only things we've yet to upgrade parts on. I don't know if we can upgrade any more. And new part costs 1 million, so we can just get a straight new part. They're just 1 million, but we can't upgrade them. So that's understandable. That's understandable. So let's go back to here. Actually, we'll go into the. Have they done the front wing yet? Change. No, they haven't. So we're still waiting on the front wing at the moment to be finished. We've got the memorabilia room constructed now, so that's all good. That should hopefully help with, as you can see, the morale of staff and drivers, which is what we're looking for. And then car development facilities, wind tunnels should be done in. How long does it do to be finished in? 25 days. Design center 46 days. And then we got the race simulator and the team hub as well. So we ordered all of those yesterday. Not yesterday. Last episode. Sorry, I don't know what I'm thinking. So at the moment we're all good. The other thing I do want to do is we did finally get a development point for Sebastian Vettel. So we will upgrade the braking on him as well. That is his lowest stat, believe it or not. So we'll upgrade that, and then it's basically braking and cornering is what we really need to focus on with Seb. But we'll see how that goes with him. Then move on in the calendar. There we go. The design for the front wing's now completed. So we've got 10 days until Azerbaijan. So if we go onto the front wing, we're going to manufacture. Hang on. No, FW1. Front wing, change. There we go. We're going to manufacture 2 of these to start with. 914 rushed. Okay, if I could do 4 for 600k, and that will get them all in before the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. So that's handy. So we're going to do that. Get those in. So those have now been started. Back to the email. We've got one more. Yep, that's the front wing design complete. So we've got some new board confidence check-in. I'm writing to the board are satisfied with our work at the moment, so that's understandable. Monthly car development. Still not looking good on the car development at the moment. We're a little bit better than what we were, but it's still not brilliant. We still need a lot of work. We've still got a lot of work to do on the car. Urgent. We have a low number of chassis. How many chassis do we have? Chassis. Oh, we seem to be 1 chassis short on number 2, so just want to get one of these done. That's going to cost us a little bit, but we need to get it done. Back to the inbox. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. So go through all of these, and all the front wings are now manufactured. So, and the chassis as well. So we got the new we got the replacement chassis that we needed, and we've now got the front wing as well. We've got spare front wings, so we can put those on. We've got 4 of them for now, but I am going to go and make Yeah, right. I'm going to make 2 more of them now. We can put them on normal, so because we're not in a rush now, so we can leave them to get made. So we have 6 front wings like we do here. And that should be everything now. So, with all that done, let's head into the race weekend. Okay, here we are in the practice hub. We're going to do same song and dance before. Fortunately, there's no rain this time to complicate things. But we'll see how the guys go with the new front wings. So we're going to simulate the first practice session, see how things go. Go through that. Let's see. Are we still in the same place? Yeah, we're still in the same place. Car parts knowledge. Oh, setup confidence is not looking good. Right, we will go ahead and sim practice 2 and see how things improve on the setup front. Still, yeah, we're still. Oh, Seb actually got ahead of another car in practice. That makes a nice change. 46.46. It's not looking good for the setup, so let's go into practice 3 and see if we can find anything to improve on. So let's go down to car setup. What are they saying? So the top 2 need adjusting. So give me a second. I will see what I can do with this. Okay, we've got it in this range for Sebastian. We'll see how that setup works for him. Go onto the compound. We'll stick him on the mediums. Send him out straight away with. Oops, I almost forgot to do his run plan. Go back there. Run plan. Get him out there for 20 laps. That should give him enough time to get everything he needs. Now let's see what Stroll says. Wow. Right, let's see what we can do with this one. That's going to be interesting to say the least. Okay, so we've got that into the region for Stroll now. You see how far out his cornering and his cornering and his straights were. But that's all sorted now. So compound, medium, run plan. We'll go a couple of extra laps for him, because I know it takes him longer to get his parts knowledge and that sorted. So we'll do that. And now let's go into the practice and see what we can do. Okay, we're just going through the acclimatisation for these guys. There's a virtual safety car that's come out in practice. I don't know what's happened there. They said something about a car in the wall.
There's been a crash. Here's the replay.
Schumacher at turn 8. So let's have a look and see what's happened. Oh, it's coming up to the castle section. He's going to lock up and... Oh no, he's hit the inside wall and bounced off the other wall. Well, that's the first virtual safety car we've had. So it's weird to see it in free practice as well. That's a little bit odd, to be honest. But yeah, that's the first time we've had one of them. Okay, we've just had another yellow flag come up for another crash on track. No VSC just yet, but these guys are almost completed. It's Joe at turn 5.
There we have Joe.
So it's coming up to the twisty section. So, oh, that was a nasty one. He's locked up, gone straight on. Yeah, that was a bad one. Very weird crash though, in all honesty. He just bounced off the wall and fully 360. But we'll see how things go. These guys should be almost done now. So if we fast forward, Sebastian should almost be done. He's usually the first one. So speed up. Okay, it took a bit of time, but Seb's fully done his. He's now up to 71%. So we're not going to waste any time. We'll call him straight in. Right, and now Seb has come in. What is he saying now? Still bad on the cornering. Great great on traction stability, good oversteer. Right, let's do a little bit of tweaking with Seb and see if we can fine-tune this where we need. Right, I've managed to improve his straight line speed. Let's try and get this into a more suitable area. Right, he's still great on traction and braking stability. We'll see how he goes on the cornering front. I've tried to get his oversteer down to a minimum as well, so we'll see how that goes. Tyres 70%. We'll just send him out on the softs. That'll be give him a bit of time. So while he reconfigures, what Stroll said, he's 74% on his setup. So we'll call him in now. Stroll's in. So let's see what he's saying. Optimal on the oversteer and then good on everything else. So let's see if we can tweak this a little bit to get it to work. Okay, I've sorted this out for Stroll. We'll see how that goes. I'm not too sure how that's going to play for him, but we'll have to send him out and see. But we'll wait for these guys to get done, and then we'll send them back out again.
What's your thoughts?
Okay, Seb's just finished this run. Let's see what he said. 91%. That's definitely good for him.
Copy that.
So we're going to call him back in. Stroll, for whatever reason, is still only saying 71. I know for a fact I altered his setup. So let's see what Sebastian's got. 4 greats and an optimal. Yeah, can't ask any better than that for Seb. So we're going to leave him. We're going to leave him as is. Yeah. And now, as for Stroll, it didn't change his setup for some reason. Didn't change his setup. I'm annoyed now. Oh no, it did change his setup. He's only up to 70. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with Stroll anymore. That's I don't know what else to do in order to get that any better than what it is. So we're just gonna skip here, go to the end of practice and start qualifying and see how we do. Right, here we go for the start of qualifying. So let's get both the guys out straight away. Not expecting any miracles. There's no rain to shuffle the order this time, but we'll do the best job that we can. Front wing, I haven't really seen much of the performance upgrades for the front wing, but again, our qualifying pace is nowhere near. Our race pace is definitely a lot better, to say the least. So I won't gauge anything in qualifying at the moment until we see actual improvements on that end. Okay, Stroll's now just coming up to the end of his lap. The car did come out in front of Sebastian, but he was able to get past it on the straight easily enough. He didn't get held up, I don't think. So let's see the first representative time that we have from Stroll, 1:45.7. And now we'll switch to Vettel and see what he's saying. It is a 1:45.3 for Sebastian. That's 3.5 tenths up on Stroll. He's still we've still got all the cars to come at the moment, so we'll have to see how things pan out. There goes Gasly 9 tenths quicker. So not going to be not expecting any miracles on this one, guys. Okay, we just had the first few times through. We've got 5 minutes to go. A few odd balls at the moment. Schumacher, Alonso, Verstappen's all the way down there. I don't know what happened with him. And then we got Ocon and Zhou. They haven't really set any representative times to them to really be judgmental on that one. As I believe that was Schumacher or Magnussen that's just gone into their garage. So we'll at the moment we're both currently sitting well. We're both currently sitting well. Vettel is only a tenth off Ricciardo. Alonso, I know for a fact, can go quicker than that, as well as Ocon and Joe. It's just at the moment things are everyone's going out now, so I better get these guys ready to go. With just over 3 minutes left, so everyone's pulling out. Come on, we'd like a little bit of space to work with. There goes Stroll, and there goes Vettel. So, yep, we just got to wait until the end of our laps now and see how we stand. Right, we're coming up to the end of the guys' laps now. All the people have started putting in times. We've still got Alonso and Joe to go. Vettel went out first on track, so he's going to set the first time. And then Stroll is not too far away. He's not getting a toe off Sebastian, but Sebastian is green all across the board. Alonso's putting his quick time as I knew he would. Sebastian, he goes quicker, but he doesn't improve, and we're just waiting on Joe now. He comes down the line. Joe's the only one who can really beat us at this moment. And, oh, we're out qualifying anyway. It don't matter. And there goes Joe. Yep. Yep. Pretty much as I expected would happen. Schumacher got up there. Joe got up there. So we're out in qualifying again. So let's go to the strategy window and prepare for the race. Okay, strategy-wise. Let's see what we can do. So we've got soft to hards, medium to hards, and we've got an odd two-stop. Right, now knowing what I know from Monaco and seeing those one-stops, I'm not going to take that risk this time. So I am going to split the strategies again. I'm going to put Seb on the soft tyres to start with, because I know he's better at looking after his tyres than everyone else. He's got the better chance of getting in the fight, so for any other cars if he gets ahead of them. So we're going to put Seb on this strategy. And then, so that's confirmed there. And then for Stroll, we're going to put him on the medium strategy, which is going to probably be a little bit slower than Sebastian, but the way Seb's been going, he's had a consistent 3 to 4 tenth gap over Stroll, despite them both having the new front wings. So Stroll's going to go on the medium strategy with the mediums to the hards, and Seb's going to do the softs to hards. We may alter the strategy depending on any safety cars and that, because we did have that crash with Schumacher that brought out a VSC. So it'll be interesting to see if we can take advantage of that. I'm hoping we can if a safety car does come up, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So let's just go into the race then.
The drivers have now taken position on the grid, and it's looking like a cloudy day. And there's Sebastian Vettel. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. There's Lance Stroll, down the grid. They're in the back half of the pack, so they'll need to work hard if they want a podium finish. And we're just moments away now. Here we go. With the
Okay, there's the green
Prix.
flag. 5 red lights to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
And it's lights out.
And we are
Away we
away.
go.
So let's see if we can do anything with Seb. Get on his onboard. Is he going to make any places up? He's on the outside of Ricciardo, I believe. Has he gotten round him? Has he gotten round him? There's a space opening up on the outside. Oh, he thought about it. He thought about it. Go on to the off-board. He has gotten ahead of Ricciardo.
What a great play there. They've moved
And
up
now
the pace.
he's thinking about having a look at Joe. Is he going to get the space? No, he's not. And Stroll didn't quite close up. Stroll didn't quite close up on Ricciardo either. But Sebastian has managed to get another good start and get ahead of the Mclaren at least. So let's see. Stick with Sebastian on the first lap and see what he can do, as all the cars now start following their way towards the castle section. all single file at the moment. They'll be quite close for these first few laps, especially around here. So as we now go through the castle section, ride on Sebastian's on board through that. And the corners, some of the corners, tracks I have noticed, some of the corners at these tracks I have noticed do look a lot tighter than what they do in real life. The final corner at Monaco, and that corner just coming out of the castle section is another one. So it's a bit weird actually. So well, apparently, I don't know how Vettel's like 1.1 behind Joe. He's literally just ahead of us. That's not a 1.1 second gap. So let's go on to Sebastian. We'll go on to overtake. Just a little bit of an ERS boost as well. That'll just keep us away from Ricciardo. So we'll go back to neutral now. Don't want to deploy all the way down the straights because this is probably going to use up a lot of the ERS we do have. Just trying to stick with these guys for as long as we can. I'm not expecting us to do so because we're still, despite the upgrades we've done, we're still not quite on the level where we should be, to be honest. So I'm going to save. What I intend to do is I intend to save until we get the wind tunnel at least. And until then, I don't want to do any more upgrades until we get that upgraded wind tunnel to fully take advantage of that. And then hopefully we'll see if that makes a difference on the aerodynamic parts for the next slot we do, which is, I believe, is the side pods is the next thing we want to do. Side pods, and there was one other part as well. But we'll have to see. As I say, I don't want to use too much ERS. I'll leave Sebastian on overtake. Great thinking there, DC. Great thinking. So as I go up through the castle section now, we'll go back to the off-board. Stroll is being dropped by Ricciardo, but Seb is just about hanging on to the back of Joe, which is all we really kind of what we need him to do, in all honesty, if we want to have like a decent chance at score. Well, not scoring points, but like getting a better position, hopefully. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So we'll let these guys do their thing and come back when something changes. And unfortunately, it's only taken so many laps, and Ricciardo has now just gotten back ahead of Sebastian. So yeah, we fell away from Stroll, not by a lot, but we fell far enough out of range to end up being susceptible to DRS from Ricciardo. So not much we can do about that. Not much we can do about that. We'll try and stick with him and see if we can get him back. As we just cut to Sebastian. He's gone for a move at turn 1. He's going to go down the inside of Ricciardo. So we're going to go on here, go on to overtake mode. He's got DRS, and that's just going to get him ahead out of the corner. So Seb managed to stick with Rick Bobby and overtook him again. So that's encouraging signs. We still got the. We're not going to watch the. We're not going to watch the replay, but looking ahead, we're still not that far away from Joe. We're only 2 seconds away from Joe, so we're doing a lot better, in all honesty. We're a lot better than what we are, and it's just popped up. Stroll has been overtaken by, guess who? Alexander Albon. The one who just will not leave us alone no matter what we do. Albon is really starting to become a nuisance now. I'm not going to front. It's starting to become a little bit, it's starting to get a little bit boring, in all honesty. So, let's go to Stroll. So this is the thing, as soon as Albon gets anywhere near us, he just starts interfering and we can't do nothing about it. It's really annoying that this one Williams, no matter what we do, just seems to always be there. He's always there, just getting in the way. So we'll stick with Stroll there. You can see on the intervals, Vettel's managed to get a decent gap to Ricciardo out of DRS range, so that's handy. As for Stroll, we're going to put him on overtake.
use overtake.
If Albon starts doing this funky jig down the straights where he just moves the slightest inch to put us off, I'm going to be very annoyed. So, there's DRS. Oh, come on, Stroll. Why? You've got the... Oh, my God. That is... You're not helping your case, Lance. You're not helping your case. Please overtake him down this straight. If you don't overtake him down the straight, I'm just not going to bother. See, again, Albon's just... Oh, he just moves. 1 inch, and that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Right, Stroll, you're on your own, mate. You're on your own. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not wasting my time with you. I've tried so hard. I've tried so hard to make this work for you, mate, and you just can't do it. You just can't do it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, Stroll off camera has made the move. He actually put him on pushing because he saved up a lot of fuel, and now he's taken advantage of that and actually gotten ahead of Albon. So Stroll, please drop Albon. Just please get rid of him. Okay, the pit window has opened for Sebastian. A couple of guys have made their pit stops already, one of them being Tsunoda. We didn't actually get left all that far behind. Seb has actually maintained a constant 1.5 to 2 second gap between himself and Ricciardo. And the last car, Tsunoda, before he pitted, was only 5 seconds up the road after 15 laps. Or 14 laps, I should say. But it's definitely much more improvement. We're not getting left behind at an alarming rate this time. As yellow flags come up, there's a car in the wall. And it's Lando Norris. And he's crashed... oh, he's in that pack just ahead of us with Schumacher. Is he going to do this crash Stroll did? There's the lock-up. There's the slam. And, oh, that is an even worse crash than Joe. So we've still got yellow flags in set to 1. Norris has gotten going again, but he is going to pit for a new front wing. So we're going to gain another free place there. Providing, well, Sebastian is going to be in 3 laps' time as well. But he should, I would think, come out ahead of Norris because Norris has got to change his front wing. We should be able to get a little bit of time with Sebastian. Tyre wear's at 54% for him. But the softs do wear out their tyres a little bit faster than around Azerbaijan than I thought they would do. But, yeah, the softs on heavy fuel do... the softs on heavy fuel do have that effect as well. So I don't know how to read into that as opposed to a lighter car. But, yeah, there's Norris just up the road. We've slowly... we start catching up to him now because obviously with half a front wing, he's not got much... to do, and there he goes into the pits. So we caught him just as he pitted, so that's going to give us a boatload of time over Norris. There goes Ricciardo as well as Norris comes in, and here comes Stroll as well. He's actually done what I needed him to do and dropped Albon by Tsunoda's 8 seconds behind. No, he's 4.3 behind Stroll. So 7 seconds he's dropped Albon by, which is ideal, actually. So he's actually, as soon as he got past him and got a move on with pushing on fuel, has definitely helped. So we're just going to keep we're just going to keep going as we are at the moment. Seb, 52% tyre wear now, coming in 2 laps. I'll see how his tyre wear goes, but I'm probably going to be pitting him in on that lap, or I might go 1 lap longer just to ensure the hard tyres still have a bit of life at the end. We'll see. Right, coming up to Seb's pit stop lap. He's now crossed the line to start that lap. So let's have a look at the pit options. His current tyres are 47. His current tyres are 47, and he's got a decent gap to Lando. So Lando's in a bit of traffic as well, which is going to slow him up. He's behind the Williams, so yeah, I'm gonna push it 1 more lap with Sebastian. We're going to put him on lap 19. There's other people have come in. Oh, other people have come in. Who've come in? Schumacher's pit. He's gone on to hards. Alonso, but he came out ahead of us. So that's is that Alonso? Yeah, it was Alonso who came out ahead. 46%. Yeah, actually, right. I'm going to change my plans. I'm actually going to box Sebastian now. I'm actually going to do that. So we're going to go onto the hard tyres, and we're going to pit him this lap.
Box,
so we've got that going for Seb. At the moment, as you just saw before I cut away, it is a Ferrari 1-2 with Sainz ahead of Leclerc. Leclerc's directly behind him. Verstappen's not far behind. He's lurking in the background. And we got Russell ahead of Perez, but Perez has already made his first stop. He started on the softs. And then Magnussen, Gasly, Ocon, Zhou, they've still got to stop, whereas Hamilton, Bottas and Alonso already have. So that's everything's going. Everything's pretty standard in the race at the moment so far. Here comes Sebastian. He's just behind Alonso, but he's coming in at the end of this lap. So, and then we've got Stroll, who is creeping up to the back of Tsunoda, actually. Or is that Schumacher? It's Schumacher, yeah. Schumacher was on hards. He just came out of the pits. And how far is? He just fell out of DRS range. So let's go and deploy. We'll get him. We'll see if we can get him up to the back of Schumacher.
Make sure you get your pit limit.
In the meantime, Sebastian's entering the pit lane. He's going to come out behind these guys no matter what I do. So go back to neutral. As Stroll he's actually dropped back from Schumacher somehow. So here we go. And then here's Vettel. He's just come out of the pit lane. Tsunoda's gone past. And Vettel, I believe, yes, he has. He has gotten out of front of Norris. So that's worked out a treat there. That's worked out a treat for Sebastian. So we're ahead of the second McLaren now, thanks to that. So it all just depends on when Rick Bobby pits now. He's on the medium, so he's probably going to pit around the same time Stroll is. So let's we'll cut to that and see how things go. Right, we've just come on to Stroll's pit lap. He has been caught by Tsunoda, and Ricciardo is in. So with Stroll, we are going to go all out with him. We're going to get him to push the fuel, push the tyres. We're going to overtake mode. We're going to defend from Tsunoda. Keep him behind. I'll go back to neutral for the ERS. Vettel has also been slowly catching him. That's how much pace he's had on the tyres. And as you can see in the background, he is ahead of both Ricciardo and Norris. Ricciardo actually got ahead of Norris. That's how much time Lando lost with that front wing crash. So Vettel is now ahead of both the McLarens, which is handy. So he's going to be P15 when Stroll comes in regards to tyres. Yeah, Stroll's the last person that needs to stop now, but he's definitely going to come out behind both the McLarens. So yeah, Stroll just hasn't had any pace whatsoever compared to Sebastian. So, oh no! Oh, Stroll! Why, man? Why?
That crash is terrible news for the team.
Oh, I don't believe you, Stroll.
Let's hope it doesn't send them back too badly.
Sorry.
Yeah, I saw you crashed. Stroll. Fortunately, there's no damage to any. Fortunately, there's no damage to the car. No damage. Perfectly fine there. I don't know what to say now. I honestly don't know what to say. I can't believe.
Virtual safety car, slow down.
Virtual safety car. No point in pitting Sebastian. He's only just been in, so ignore, because I know Stroll's coming in anyway. It doesn't really matter too much. So he's coming to the end. So let's put him back on balanced and that. I already know.
Okay.
Hang on a minute. Back up, back up. Are you going in, Stroll? Yeah, he is going in. Right. Oh, I didn't think Stroll was going in then. So we'll leave him to it. VSC's out. No one's gaining anything. So that gives Sebastian a chance to cool his tyres down, which I'll do now.
Copy.
That'll give him a little bit of breathing room. But crucially, that may have actually inadvertently helped Stroll. I'm not going to lie. He's going to come out here on his hard tyres, and he's only going to be. Where is he going to be in relation? He's only 7 seconds behind Norris and that, so that's actually going to be a lot less. That's probably saved him about 5 seconds, the virtual safety car. So we'll go here, and while we're doing that, we're going to go light with him. Actually, no, we're going to go standard. And then Seb will go back to standard as well, as the VSC now comes to an end. And we go back to racing. Right, Tsunoda, it just came up, Tsunoda had a spin. And it's at the first corner. And he very nearly hit the wall, but he didn't, thankfully. But what that has done is that's brought him back in range of Sebastian. Sebastian's only 2 seconds behind him now. And both him and Stroll have got fuel to burn. So I'm going to put them both on push. We're going to burn the fuel off. And we'll see see if Sebastian can get at least a little bit closer to Tsunoda. See how things go. Okay, we're on. We've just gone on to lap 35 now. Tsunoda unfortunately has pulled away from Sebastian at 3.7 now. The pull away rate hasn't actually been astounding. It's only been like a couple of tenths or so. But what I did notice on the speed up, where all that time gained was on the straights. Like every single bit of it was on the straights where that time was gained. And it's also the proof here because Ricciardo, who was 3.6 behind at the time, is now 2.6 behind. And of course, he's also pulling Norris with him. So we got 15 laps to go now by the looks of it. Yeah, 15 laps to go. It's just a case of can Seb hold on to what he's doing, and I hope another driver makes a mistake at least to try and take advantage of this, because I don't want to stick down here for the rest of the race. Stroll is in purgatory right now. He's in his own little world. He's 12 seconds behind Norris, but he's 20 seconds ahead of Albon. So I don't know. I don't know how things are going to go from this point on at the moment. We're currently... Well, this late into the race, we haven't actually been lapped yet. Stroll's like the last car to be lapped. And but the Williams have all been lapped. So hopefully we might not get lapped this race. We actually get full race distance under our belts. Right, I've just come back. Ricciardo is now starting to close up. He's 1.4 behind Sebastian. But Tsunoda has just pitted for a second time. So I don't know. He's on soft tyres. So he's going to pull away from Stroll. And there's... I just saw the leaders in the background as well. So they're not too far behind. But I don't know what happened. Did Tsunoda... I don't know. Did Tsunoda have a problem or whatnot? So now I'm interested. Because... Who else have we got? We've got Norris on 59. He may actually even make a second stop. Yeah, I don't know. He's actually gotten ahead of Ricciardo now, though. So he's going to be closing up to us, up to Sebastian. Who else is below 50 on their tyres? Perez, maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't know. We'll have to see. I'm surprised Tsunoda did pit for a second time. That's That's got me all kinds of confused at the moment. But as for Sebastian, we better get a move on, so we don't end up in the clutches of Norris. We're still out of DRS range. I want to keep it that way, to be honest. But that also depends on what he does, because I don't know if he's going to pit again. So go back to neutral. Still on pushing as well. So if we can just keep Sebastian ahead of Norris, that'll be the main thing for us. So if we can maintain where we are, P14 is definitely a lot better. It's definitely a lot better, especially with the race pace. Sebastian has done really, really well on race pace. He's kept everyone behind him at bay. Is now Norris, despite pushing and deploying down those two straights, Norris is now within Ricciardo. Sorry, actually, he's got back ahead of Norris. Is now tipping on the edge of DRS range. So it's going to be touchy. It's going to be touchy. So Seb is pushing at the moment. We're coming up to the castle section, so we'll go back to neutral. Go back to balance with Seb. As wait for the dialogue to get out of the way. 1.1 ahead of Ricciardo. I don't know, guys. I don't know. The Mclarens are starting to find a little bit more pace in this late stage, and I'm not too fond of that. Not too fond of that at all, to be honest. So Ricciardo now 1 second, just shy of 1.1. Go on to deploy for Seb. Use the battery. Okay, we should. I'm hoping. Just at DRS range. He's just said the tyres are getting a little bit warm, so we'll put him there. Ricciardo still not quite catching up to us. He's still not within DRS range. Go on the brakes through turn 1. Still at a second. Ricciardo is definitely the slower of the two Mclarens. Norris was actually within DRS range at one point before Ricciardo re-overtook him again. Okay. So still no DRS, so that's a good sign. We'll go back to neutral just before the corner. And Norris does get back ahead of Ricciardo. So, and now they're both right on the back of Sebastian. Now that's not good. It's not what I wanted to see. Not what I wanted to see. Unfortunately, as it has happened, Norris did get back ahead of Vettel, as you can see there. No DRS though, so I'm a bit surprised by that. And just see there, Ricciardo also had a look down the inside, but I think Vettel was able to hold him off. So let's have a look at Sebastian. He's already been dropped by Norris, so it's not good, guys. We tried. So it's just one of those things. Norris is faster than Ricciardo. Norris is always the faster one than Ricciardo. So a little annoyed. I thought we could have done something with that. As now Ricciardo looks as though he's going to overtake us. Come on, Seb. I'm banking on you here, mate. No, Ricciardo's got him as well. So well. We did so well for so long. But for what? The late race pace, I don't know. I don't understand why the late race pace of the AI is just so much more stronger. Just see if we'll stick with Vettel for a little bit, just to see if he can stick with Ricciardo, because I want to try and get him back ahead of him. Ricciardo's not as fast as Norris, so we spent 45 laps safely ahead of Ricciardo, and then in the late race, for whatever reason, the pace is just so much better. I know Ricciardo's on fresher tyres as well, because he started on the mediums compared to us starting on the softs, but I would have thought that I don't know. I don't know. I've got to do a bit of thinking in between this and the next race, because I don't understand how the late race pace of the AI is so much stronger. I just don't understand it. So we'll see what Sebastian can do. He's within DRS range, so he's going to get it. As the rear wing doesn't go. There it goes. It's open now. He's pushing. He's on overtake, but he's not close enough.
Use energy if you need it.
He's going to get up on the back of Ricciardo as we go to the next corner. We'll leave him on pushing. On to overtake as he gets to DRS again. Come on, Sebastian. Come on, mate. Come on. Ricciardo's just moved over enough again to just put Sebastian off. And now Sebastian, is he going to go? Oh, he's going to go. Is he going to try on the outside? No. No. Oh, he's got a better driver. He's going to go. Sebastian's actually going to try and fight this. He's giving it a go, Sebastian. The racer's instinct still hasn't left him. But I'm getting the feeling it's only going to be a matter of when, not if, Ricciardo pulls away at this rate. Because Norris has already dropped us. He's already 1.8 ahead of Ricciardo. That's how much pace he had. But we'll stick with it. We'll give it one more try down the main straight. With he's on pushing. He's a lot closer to Ricciardo as well. So we'll go on. We'll go through this corner. And we'll go down to here, and as soon as we get to here, we're going to go on overtake now. And we're going to see how we do here. I'm going to shorten the window. Through the left, right. He's a lot closer to Ricciardo this time, so maybe, just maybe, we'll ride on board. The DRS will open... Will the DRS open? No idea, but Seb, he's gaining. He's going to go down the inside of turn 1. He's going to hold it there as well. We'll leave him on overtake. He's going to go back down the inside of Ricciardo here. He should have the DRS. No, Ricciardo's got the DRS. But Seb... How did Ricciardo get the DRS? He was behind us. He was ahead of us at the detection. How did he get the DRS? I'm losing the will, guys. I don't know what else to do. We've made these sort of upgrades. We're not getting anywhere. Now Ricciardo's going to pull away a bit more. Let's just dump the ARS. Let's just get back up to Ricciardo. Let's just get back up to him. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. When that wind tunnel comes in, I'm going to start focusing on. Yeah, he's dropped without DRS range. Yeah, that's the end of that. We'll go to overtake. We'll have one last gas to try and stick with him. Well, I just saw. Come on, Seb. Get back in the DRS range. No, of course you're not. You're going to be just out of range, and you're not going to catch up to him again. Oh no, you're in DRS. Oh, we just got the thing through. Vettel did, in fact, get back ahead of Ricciardo. He got close enough. I thought he was out of DRS range, but he actually pulled it off. And there he goes. We're actually not that far behind Norris now. I thought Norris would have pulled away at him. Has Norris dropped back from the tyre wear, maybe? Don't know. We don't know. We haven't got that much longer to go. Also, the back markers are starting to catch up to us. And Vettel is right on the back of Norris. Where's this pace come from Vettel? He's going for the move around the outside down the straight to turn 3, and he's done it. He's cleanly ahead of them. May I have something to do? Oh, I've just noticed I left him on overtake. I left him on overtake that whole time. I didn't even realise. It's burned off his ERS, but the back markers are catching up as well, so When they catch Norris, that should give us a little bit of breathing room. We'll harvest through here. We may as well, because we're going through the castle section. It's a slow, twisty section. And now, as we go down the back straight, as one of the back straights, I should say, as we head up to this last section, the leaders are catching up to us. Speaking of the leaders, it is still Leclerc, Sainz, and Verstappen. We're going to go on to overtake here. We're still pushing on the fuel with Sebastian, so we're going to go on to overtake. Do as much as we can down the straight. Here we go. Swap it to defend. As the leaders are slowly catching up to us. Sebastian is just going to keep this. Is he just going to do it? Is he just going to keep Norris behind? Yes, he does. Norris is now susceptible to Ricciardo, but the leaders have now caught us, so they're going to pull over there. And now Sainz and Verstappen are battling in the background as well, and they're catching the lap cars at the worst possible time. So that's... there goes Leclerc now. Oh no, one of the Mclarens just followed through. Oh, that's so annoying.
Anything I can do?
One of the Mclarens just followed through. I don't know which one that was. It was Norris. And Norris is actually racing the leaders. Verstappen's got ahead of Sainz. It's all over the place at the moment. So now, here comes Sainz around the outside of Vettel. Run side by side. That'll at least protect us from Ricciardo. Now, let's go into harvest again as we go through the castle section. What, Vettel, why are you racing Sainz? You shouldn't be doing that. Let Sainz go and get Norris and you'll be back in range of him. As we go through here, I'm pretty certain we're on lap 50 now. Or 49 actually, they're on lap 50. As we're harvesting all the way down here. And then we are now officially back on the tailgate of Russell. We're going to go to overtake now. And we're going to see what we can do. We've got Ricciardo right behind us, but we are within the range of Norris. So let's see if Sebastian can get close enough to make the move. Down the straight. Wait for the DRS to open. There it goes. Ricciardo pulls out. Leclerc starts the last lap now. They're just ahead of us. Vettel is getting closer. He's getting closer, but no, not quite close enough. He is right on the back of him, though, so he's going to stick within the slipstream. We're going to go round turn 2. Go on, Sebastian. We're going to go on board with Sebastian. Come on, Seb. Oh, you're just going to do this stupid thing where you just sit there and do nothing. So frustrating. Right, we'll harvest here. We're literally just going to harvest here, and then we're going to go. We'll harvest a little bit of energy through this section. We're still on pushing now. I don't think Norris has pulled away. And we've still got Ricciardo. Ricciardo's doing enough to put us off to stop us getting Norris. It's so annoying. We were so good. Vettel did so well to catch up to the back of Norris as well. It's so frustrating. He's now 9 tenths behind. He's going to fall out of DRS range most likely. He's not going to get him at the line. We could have had that. We could have had 14th. We could have had 14th. So we're going to put him on full deployment. We're just going to deploy the lot down this straight, see if Sebastian can do anything. But in the meantime, Charles Leclerc comes out of the final corner. It's not over for Leclerc. Verstappen is behind him. Verstappen is right behind him, but it doesn't matter. Charles Leclerc wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. He bounces back in the championship ahead of Verstappen. Sainz rounds out the podium. And unfortunately, we couldn't do it. We couldn't. Norris just had the legs on us at the end and that. Oh, the back markers caught us at the wrong time because Seb did so well to catch back up to Norris. Oh, it's so frustrating. Stroll finishes the race. He crosses the line in no man's land. Hamilton, best of the rest again in a distant 5th. Perez 4th. Russell gets 6th as well. Or does he? Because he's only just ahead of Bottas. Hamilton's got 5th place guaranteed. I think Russell's just got enough of a gap to Bottas to hold him off. Yeah, he's fine. So Russell's going to get 6th, Bottas 7th, and then we got Alonso, Gasly and Magnussen here all together. We'll stick with this to the line. Magnussen pulls out the slipstream. He's not quite close enough, unfortunately. He's going to only get a point. So Alonso, Gasly and Magnussen round out the top 10. Then we got Ocon, Zhou and Schumacher here. Oh, the back markers caught us at the wrong moment again. But Vettel, star driver again, he did amazingly on the race trim again to get to not only I pretty much lost faith when Ricciardo overtook us again at the end of that towards the end of the stint. But to my surprise, Vettel, he overtook him and then went straight after Norris and caught him as well. So there's the end results as we skip through here. We'll go to the end results and there you have it. Charles Leclerc, race win, fastest lap. Perfect weekend for him. Only half a second ahead of Verstappen this time. So they bounce back in the championship. Carlos Sainz another podium. He still keeps within range. He drops 10 points, though, to Leclerc. Perez, Hamilton, Russell, and then Bottas, Alonso, Gasly, and Magnussen to round out the top 10. And there in the Drivers' Championship, as you can see, Sainz has dropped 11 points, because Leclerc got fastest lap as well. And then Verstappen finally gets ahead of Perez now, so he's the Red Bull lineup has been re-established, and you got Magnussen. Russell finally gets ahead of Alonso in the championship, 2 points ahead of him. And then we got Bottas, Ocon and Magnussen round out the top 10. And then we're still in the constructors, you can see. Everything all stays the same, along with us and Williams at the bottom. We could have had both Williams. I have a bit more optimism now. Sebastian managed to stay with the Mclarens that whole entire race, especially in the last stint where he was against both of them. But he kept Ricciardo at arm's length at the first stint as well. So, but then again, he was on softs to Ricciardo's mediums. So we won't read too much into that. But the fact that on the hards against all three of them, Sebastian actually held his own. So I have a bit more optimism now in the race pace. I have a bit more optimism now. But as we come to the end of the race, our race simulator has now been upgraded. So we'll look at all that in the next episode. But yeah, Stroll, man. Stroll was absolutely nowhere in that race. He made that mistake on his in lap. I know I told him to push and everything, but he made such an unnecessary mistake when he was racing no one. That's what I don't get. He wasn't racing anyone. But for now, we're coming up to near halfway through the season, so I'm going to have a think about what I want to do now. But for now, guys, hope you all enjoyed the episode. Do feel free to leave a comment and a like. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and turn on notifications as well. I'm David Clayton of KZR Racing, and we will see you next time for round number 9 at the Canadian Grand Prix. Goodbye.